Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As I always say, wherever in the world you are, my name is Anthony. This is the Humble Word Program. Let's jump right into this. It's a Friday. Let's make this one short so that you can get on with your weekend plans. How's that? As we have been talking throughout this week, we've been using as an example for conversation starters so that you can talk to people about the Lord, the wristwatch. Why? Because I'm a wristwatch fan, and I like showing off my watches anytime I get a chance, and this is a good opportunity. So here we go. What watch do I have on my wrist today? Swiss Army. Not a knife. You can't really do much with this watch. It doesn't, unfold into 47 different blades. No, it is just a Swiss Army watch with a red bezel. This watch is just beautiful in the most simplistic way. The red bezel, the white dial, gorgeous. But there's a story behind this watch. And I can't really get into it. But if we ever sat down, I would tell you about it. It would be interesting, maybe. But this is the watch, one of the first watches that my wife got for me. And so do you think I'm ever going to get rid of this one? Ever going to sell it? Heck no. This one is a keeper. So I'm going to put it right back on my wrist. Find something to start a conversation with. I like watches. You do you. Next thing that Paul says, don't be like the Gentiles in. And what is that? Verse 28. Let him who stole steal no longer, but rather let him labor, working with his hands what is good, that he may have something to give to him who has need. There's so much here, so many principles that we can dig out of this one verse. One of the first things that comes to mind, work is a good thing. Work is a good thing. Work is honorable. Having a job that pays you for doing something productive is an honorable thing which God blesses. As a matter of fact, he says, if you don't work, you shouldn't eat. Unless, of course, you can't work. That's a different story. That's why you have people who do work to give to those in need who can't. It is by nature that a Christian is charitable. Why? Because it's the nature of God. Without even thinking, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he did what? Hoard something? Steal from them? Lie to them? No. He gave his only begotten Son. Now, if you are a believer and you trust God and you have faith in God to take care of you as he promises, you don't need to steal. You need to trust God to provide. Now, I know sometimes that gets hard. Sometimes it's like, it's down to the wire. God hasn't shown up yet. God hasn't provided. So now I'm going to have to do something illegal, or I'm going to have to steal. And what you're doing is you're missing the opportunity for God to step in and do what only God can do, a true miracle. And you've thrown that away by your act of disobedience, by your own sin, robbed God of the opportunity to bless you, robbed yourself of the opportunity to praise God for what he has done. You were someone who stole. Don't do it anymore. God gives mercy. God gives grace. People sin. People have to learn. People have to mature in the faith. And so they do things that are wrong, but when they learn, they're supposed to grow and not do that anymore. And so here, let him who stole steal no more. There is the commandment to the person who is reading or hearing this. Hey, You've done this in the past. Don't resort to it again. It might have been an option before, but it's not an option now. You have other things. You have a family. You have a God that provides. And let him labor. Folks, some of the stuff, I hate to be, I don't want to get political or anything, but some of these things have happened recently that people complained about that I'm all for. And that is attaching a work requirement to some of the benefits that our nation gives out to people. I'm not saying deduct from people who are truly needy, but I'm saying for those who just sit around on the couch and let mama go bring home a paycheck so that they can eat their Fruit Loops and play their video games when they're in their 20s and 30s, be men. Don't steal anymore. Work. Earn a living. And so that you can understand what it's like to have the nature of God and feel the joy and the pleasure of being able to give to someone else who is truly in need. It's only going to help you. Don't be selfish. Be like God. Give. But you have to work first. Well, that's all I have for this day, and that's all I have for this week. It's a lot to think about, and I hope that in some way this has been a blessing to you. If it has, let me know by leaving a comment. Click a little button or thing that stars and all that. You can do that type stuff too, and that will help. Buy me a cup of coffee. Also, give if you would. If you're not to me, give to redeem.love. That's the ministry that I'm associated with the school in Pakistan and other ministries that we're trying to support. So redeem.love. Go there, donate as you are able. And God bless you. Have a great weekend. Go to church somewhere. And we'll see you Monday next week here on The Humble Work.